wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here comes Harris out of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. On first down, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. A big play that time through the air. Lance now on first down. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Second down and 7.
Here's Murray. Yeah, he'll find Hall. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number one guy.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Shelling through the defense. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. Now a give right side. Hawkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner 1st.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Lance looks to throw again. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Shotgun now for Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. The extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever... And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing on first down is Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown! Richie James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they do.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Throw left side complete. That's James. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
To throw is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And some room to maneuver. And now the rookie's free.
All you got to do is
and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, Wilson. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Lance now on 1st down. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown of the season. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Murray going to throw.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now Murray again. It's brought in by Harris. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Shotgun now for Murray. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Murray. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance.
Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. But I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there, with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on an attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown 49ers.
Trey Sermon
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. With an extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. Edmonds has it knocked loose.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Being chased out left.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. saved him from a turnover.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 84 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though. Touchdown, 49ers. Richie James, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side.
It's Hawkins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
So these two teams matching each other score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing now is Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Flushed out right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance. A 22-yard scamper.
And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Forced out to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Murray. Looking deep for Jennings. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Second and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
And Lance now to throw.
James has got it. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Here's Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Murray. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Back to throw, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a